Shanti, can you explain how you would change impulsive behavior?
Okay, first we have to understand what is impulsive behavior. So really who we are consciousness. We are pure consciousness but covered with five senses. So these five senses, when they are left open, we are susceptible. We react. We see something, we react. We hear something, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. These five senses react by themselves. If you are integrated, then you are connected. All the five senses are integrated, connected with the mind and consciousness, so that whatever impulse comes, you are connected and you don't take that impulse and react to that. That means if you are connected, then you look at the total picture and then you react. So I talked on the Facebook about impulsive speech. And this is what happens. Something happens, somebody tells us something, or you see, impulsively we behave. That means we don't connect with the mind, we cannot connect with consciousness. We forget about past. We just forget about the person's whole relationship and that one sentence they said, we react to that. And then speech is like arrow. Once it is left, you cannot correct it. And I put good example.
Yes.
Just that you don't have to agree. Donald Trump, you can see so clearly that he becomes impulsive and says something. Later on he realizes, he tries to patch up, but you cannot patch up.
It's going to be detrimental.
Same thing you can see in truth. Truth is so straightforward that while you are conscious, unconscious, anytime you don't have to remember, it is unit. But when you try to hide part of it, then you have to do second lie, third lie, cover up. And good example in politics is Hillary Clinton. You can clearly see. So the answer thing is, impulsive behavior means your senses are scattered. What is the answer? Answer is meditation. Meditation, that Krishna says, five senses are like five horses. So control them with the reins of the mind, and intellect is the driver that directs it. Okay. Just like tortoise, uses his limbs. Tortoise has hard shell. He hides his head and forelegs under the hard shell. So even bullet cannot penetrate. And he uses the limbs only when he wants to get this prey. So this is the idea. When we are constantly remaining on the surface, that means all the senses are left loose, great chance things will be stimulated, and this is when we get in trouble. So it is possible instantaneously you can get integrated. How? Simplest technique is breathing, slowing down the breath. That means slowing down the breath, you like withdraw within and you get integrated. So whenever any impulse comes, you take a look at it, take time to breathe, think, see clearly. So interaction, like a total reaction, stops. So then whatever you do is called action. Action is constructive. Okay. So that way you take time, look at the picture and talk sparingly. More energy is saved by observing silence. See, so many people get into habit of talking. I come across so many people, they have nothing to say, just say it. Saying it, then again criticizing someone in negative way. So they get in such a habit of restlessness. So they are very impulsive, very easily. So if you discipline yourself, observing silence or talking very selectively, you gain the strength of speech.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
That's it.